The group of animals known as amphibians appeared on Earth over 300 million years ago, way before dinosaurs. These giants became extinct, but these tiny creatures share the planet with us today. However, over the last few years, something's been happening to our planet that's causing their rapid disappearance. This is a salamander, similar to the first primitive amphibians that appeared on Earth. Amphibians were the first animals with bones, or vertebrates, that left the water and started to live on dry land. The first amphibians are the ancestors of all vertebrates that exist or have existed on Earth. Just think that we human beings are also descended from them. Frogs and toads are the most common amphibians, and actually are so similar that they could really all be called frogs or all be called toads. But there are other amphibians that, although they look really different, are closely related, such as salamanders, which look like lizards but don't have scales. Their skin is soft and wet, unlike that of reptiles. Then we have caecilians, that are amphibians too, but don't have feet and so look more like a worm or a snake. This is a world record. The Hatonga Cloud Forest Reserve has the biggest caecilian in the world. I mean, it's almost 1.5 meters long. There are nearly 5,500 species of frogs, toads, salamanders and caecilians in the world, living everywhere from cold paramos to warm tropical forests. All of them have in common that they need water, or at least humidity, to survive. Amphibians are creatures of earth and water. This is a mass of eggs of the noisy frog. White foam that looks like froth covers a mass of at least 200 tiny eggs. They're protected and moist even when this puddle dries up. Listen, if we look carefully we might find one. This is the frog that lays this frothy mass of eggs at night, which is when most frogs come out to feed and mate. I'm going to turn off the light so as not to interfere with their natural behavior, and we'll use a special night shot camera. A serenade of love from males to females. Only the males croak, and every species has a different call, so females will only go after males of their own species. Listen, this is the great frog choir which you can hear when hundreds of different frogs and toads come together at night and sing deep in Ecuador's tropical forests. Rain stimulates thousands of frogs and toads to sing and look for a mate. Once they've found a mate, the male hugs the female. The male fertilizes the eggs as the female expels them from her body. These little frogs also secrete a jelly-like substance that they beat with their hind legs to create plenty of froth in which they deposit their eggs. This strange nest dries on the outside, but the inside stays moist and protected. Most amphibians lay their eggs and then leave them in the water or in nests hanging on plants. And after a few days, the tadpoles emerge. But let's meet some examples of parents who don't abandon their eggs, such as glass frogs, that take care of the eggs until the tadpoles emerge. Or take poison dart frogs. Once the eggs are laid, males watch over them and frighten off intruders. They keep them moist for a few days until the tadpoles emerge. They then transport them to water so that they can complete their cycle. Is this love? Well, why not? Tadpoles feed and grow in the water until the most dramatic and amazing moment in the life of amphibians, metamorphosis. An incredible transformation of their bodies takes place. The young frog is ready to leave the water and begin a new life on dry land. Would you eat this sticky white goo? Most predators wouldn't either. Frogs are the favourite food of many animals, so they've had to develop some tricks to avoid being eaten. This coastal frog secretes this white, milky substance through its skin, which would really mess up your body if you ate it. Another common trick is camouflage, which means you look like something else in your environment. Some species are truly experts in the art of disguise. Others don't need to hide because they're poisonous and their bright colours are a warning that they're dangerous. Looking bigger than you really are, pretending to be dead, are other survival tricks. And if none of this works, frogs still have the option to escape, which is what most of them do. The feet of frogs and toads are another marvellous adaptation to their environment. The peeper frog, for instance, has front feet designed for hunting. While its hind feet have a membrane between the toes to swim fast. And if they need to climb, then these tree frogs have the ideal adaptation. Suckers on their toes.